Hey, what's up, you guys? Okay, really quick before the show starts, I just want to remind you that you can see the show, not just hear it, with the full screen app. And if you're an eligible AT&T wireless customer, you can stream the show over and over again for a year at no extra cost. Jess, guess where they have to go?
Where?
Just go to fullscreen.com/Shane, THX, 2, ATT. All right, you guys, enjoy the show.
Oh, wrong one.
Whoa.
Yes. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show.
Welcome!
Wow, we did something. Something happened.
Wow.
That was
Organic.
a moment.
Yeah.
That was some moment.
It was.
Oh my God, we have so much to talk about.
What?
Guys, I'm excited. We have your lesbian moment. We have my breakdown moment. We have Drew's future crush moment.
Ooh, so many moments. So we
Oh.
only have 20 minutes for all these
I know.
moments.
We have a lot of moments.
Oh my
First of all,
God.
let's start with the future crush. We have Jeffery Starr on the podcast today. I just met Jeffrey. I've never met Jeffrey before.
You think I'm going to like him?
He's like beautiful in a way that I was not expecting.
I should go to the bathroom. Really?
Jerk went out. No, like literally, like it was so weird because I've seen Jeffrey in videos, a little like not scary. That's the wrong word, but intimidating. In person, like dainty, supple, beautiful, like want to like skull fuck. You know what I mean?
Skull fuck?
Yeah.
Have you heard the word of
It's the new
skull fucker?
thing.
Not really.
I'm really
Well.
excited. And he was like smoking weed, and then he's like, "Is it okay if I smoke weed in
Where?
here?" And I'm
I
like,
gotta go to the
"You're gonna
bathroom."
fit in
A flower weed?
with a flower, what?
Like real weed? It was
Yeah.
just-
or no, well, like the
Right
thing.
here?
Oh, okay.
I don't know much about
Vape
weed.
pen?
I don't know. We're gonna talk about it. I
Incog.
might try it, but maybe I shouldn't try it at the beginning of the show.
Do the
That
last
would be
episode.
everything.
I have one in my
the
purse
last
if you
episode
want to try
ever?
it.
Oh, okay. Let's talk about your moment.
Let's talk about your breakdown because the name of the show is Shane and Friends.
Oh,
We
you
can
don't
about
want
my
to talk
lesbian
about your
later.
moment. You don't
Yeah.
want to talk about
Oh no,
your
I
moment.
do,
Sounds
but
like
it's a long
good.
moment, and I just want to like
All right,
make sure
I'll
you
give
get
you-
your chance to
All right,
shine.
I'll give
as
you
well.
mine. I'll give you mine. Shane and his demons is what this will be called. No, okay. So long story short, we were going to a wedding. Me, Drew, and Ryland. It was one of our friends, and it was kind of far away, so we had to like drive a long time, whatever. But before we left, I had to get an outfit. So we go to Macy's. Drew wasn't here for this initial moment. I'm in Macy's.
Been there for them before, though.
Yes.
A Macy's
I'm
moment.
in Macy's, and I have not bought clothes in over a year.
Oh,
And just because I don't like buying clothes, I don't like shopping, I don't like the experience. So I'm like looking at pants, and I'm like, you know what? I'm a little thicker with an extra C than I was a year ago, but that's okay. Maybe I'll go up one size.
so no elastic in your bands?
Well, I couldn't, not to a wedding.
Well,
I want the wedding to last. Stick. So I get pants. I'm usually a 34. I got a 36, and I'm like, that's one size up. That'll
Give
be
some
fine.
room.
A little room.
yeah. No.
Hanny. Hold on. Where's my sound effects? Oh.
I hate when you do that. When you're like, I'm going to go up a size because it's like been a winter.
Oh, wait, that's perfect.
Yeah.
I slip them up. Oh, a little tight on the hips, but they'll keep going.
Did you unzip the zipper?
I did.
Oh, okay.
And then and I'm like, okay, here they go, and go to button, and not even, bitch, not even close, Hanny.
Oh, I hate that.
Not even close. Like, literally, I could have put
Yeah.
a hot dog sideways in between the buttons. You know what I mean?
Oh, I do. That's the
Like, that's a good
worst.
Wait, I'm confused. You popped all the buttons out? What do you mean?
No, like, they would not button. The pants would not button.
Oh, no.
So then I'm like, okay, they're European.
Yeah, were they
So-
low rise or like?
Yeah, they're low rise. So then I go and I'm like, hi, these are extremely tight.
There's something wrong.
I think you're wrong. And then she goes, well, maybe try for like the bigger. And I was just like, Drew, sound effect.
Oh.
Is that me
I need like a
walking?
That's
tuba,
what I
like
just heard. Oh,
yeah.
So I
Your
walk
section's over there, sir.
So I walk over. Hi.
And Have you seen those videos of people with tubas walking by fat people and doing that
People
behind
do
them?
that?
Yeah, I got down a YouTube hole, and it was sad, but it was so
That's
funny.
incredible.
Oh my god! So what'd you get? The 38.
Anyways, by the way, fuck off if some Tumblr kid's gonna turn this into a fat shaming. Bitch, I was fat, and I guess I am.
I don't think anyone would think that.
Oh, yes, they will. Bitch, they are scalping our show looking for anything to dissect. Like, we're homophobic, we're racist, we're this, we're that. I'm just giving in at this
Cool.
point. You know what I mean?
I
least they're
love gay
listening.
people.
Me too.
But that's it. Okay, anyways. So I like try a 38, and those fit. And I'm like,
Okay.
wow, I'm up 4 inches. What does that mean? It was really bad, but I was like, okay, it'll be fine. Then I go to put on a shirt. And first of all, Rylan grabs a blue one, and he goes, you should try this one. This looks good. And I said, that's funny. It's
No.
not black.
Yeah.
So I go to the black shirts, and I pull one. Go to the black shirts. And I pull one, and I used to wear a medium, right? But I'm like, you know what? No, I'll be a little roomy. It's a wedding. I might have a couple drinks. I might have a
Yeah.
little Chipotle bowl. I'll get a
You're
large.
not a medium.
I'll get a large. She used to be. So remember the green shirt
That's
I used
your
to wear
next
all the
book
time?
title. She
That's
used
an,
to be.
Yeah, my
that's a
Guster
medium.
shirt was a medium.
Guster shirt's a medium. Yeah, Heaney.
Mediums
Things
come
have-
in
things have
all.
changed.
I don't even fit into a men's medium.
Okay, so that's where the problem starts. So then I grab a large, and then I go to. Do you ever do the shirt check? So I like to do this thing where if you put your arms in the shirt and just like do this with it, guys, go to full screen if you want to see what I'm doing. You don't have to actually put the shirt on because if it goes a certain way, you know that you'll fit.
Yeah. I do it on my
So,
pants. Like
yeah.
if it goes to the sides of my hips,
Yeah.
it's gonna fit.
So I got the large shirt. I put my arms in it and went, and I was like, oh my god, this is not going to fit. And then Riley goes, well, there's an extra large, and I just
Oh, that was it.
True. Music.
Sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And extra large? I don't even know what that means. Well, Shane, I think you might be an extra large because the large is too small. But yeah, that was me hitting the floor after I actually killed myself. So then I started crying in the middle of Macy's. But the way, Rylan doesn't understand my issues.
You
'cause-
started crying in Macy's.
Oh, bitch.
Don't
I
get
mad at him.
size
full
up.
on. Are you kidding me?
Hey.
No, I guess maybe because this happens to me
What
all
have
the
you
time
cried
that I'm like
about this week?
desensitized to it.
Here's why it doesn't happen to me all the time because I hold it in. Also, I don't go clothes shopping.
The fluctuation doesn't happen to you all the time.
What do you mean?
Meaning like I feel like I change sizes every day.
Yes. Here's the thing. Every year I go up and down the same like 20 pounds. Right now
Yeah.
I'm up. I'll go down in a month because I'll cry and then I'll stop eating for like a month and that'll be fine.
That sounds right.
Is
about
that when I'm
me.
lighter?
Yeah. it's like more of a bassoon than a
But
tuba.
I've never been in a relationship where the other person genuinely doesn't get it.
Me neither.
Because he's like, you're not fat. Shut up. I don't understand. You're an extra large. You're a big guy. Who the fuck cares, right?
And he's so little.
But like, yeah, he's like, I wear a medium. And I'm like, in my head, I don't know, the whole world was against me. I just started crying in Macy's. I'm like, I gotta go. And he's like, stop, what are you doing? And I'm like, I gotta go. So I just like grabbed the biggest things I could. Actual clown clothes.
Sporting
like,
goods
"Do you have
section."
a king size sheet I can cut a hole into. I just like left, whatever. Got to the wedding. Well, we got to, it was in Santa Barbara, and now Drew's here. So I'm trying to hold in my breakdown, and Drew's like, let's go to Taco Bell. I was like,
Drew.
great, yeah, let's do that. So like,
Wait,
I
why
didn't get
did that
anything.
hurt?
Taco
Like I'll
Bell.
have the salad.
Because Taco Bell is like, okay, for example, I used to be fat, right? Maybe I'm now. Taco Bell was like my girlfriend. We broke up. We broke up, and I traded Taco Bell in for salad.
I didn't know that.
And you brought in my
I didn't know
ex-girlfriend,
that.
who's
You brought the
haunting
ex to the
me.
party.
I won't eat Taco Bell ever around you ever again.
No, I'm kidding. I love it.
Trigger.
So, anyways, we get to the place, and then we're at dinner, and I'm like a little sad, and Drew's like, "What's wrong?" And I'm just like, "Oh, I don't know. I want to actually kill myself. I hate my life right now. I'm so fat. Blah blah blah." And then everybody just like is like, "Okay." And then the waiter comes over and is like, "Hi," and I'm like, "Hi, I'll get 500 drinks." So, anyways, we're sitting at the table talking about death and like whether or not it's worth it.
Death is worth it, honey.
No, it's a permanent solution to a temporary
I know.
problem.
I know. People in my family have killed
I thought you
themselves.
meant
I get
life.
it.
Life is
Bad.
worth it. Death is not. Okay.
Okay,
We'll talk
so
about it.
we're at the restaurant. I'm drinking. We're all like, Drew doesn't drink, but we're all like slowly getting more and more depressed about everything. And then, literally, not kidding, we stand up from the table, and then a girl who had been sitting next to us the whole time, I guess she didn't hear us. She comes up to me, gives me a hug, and goes, "I just want to say that I love you so much because." You don't care about what people say. You love your body. You're so confident and all this bullshit. And I was like, so drunk. I was like, did you not just fucking hear that I said I want to take a butcher knife and rip off my skin? And she was like, yeah, me too. And then we took a picture. It was great.
She's like,
Confidence.
selfie.
The next day, though, I had like a weird revelation. Revelation?
Yeah.
What's the word?
Revolution, bitch.
No, revelation is
I
like
had
an
a revelation.
like
Drew, revelation music.
Ooh, that's like angels on high. I need.
Oh, we do.
Chimes.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
You're welcome. one. I had this weird revelation, and I don't even know why it happened. I woke up, I went outside, and I ran outside on the beach, and I just had a moment where I was like, I can run, barely. I'm healthy, barely. I have an incredible boyfriend who's gonna leave me. I have amazing friends.
Amen.
Drew.
Not gonna leave you.
Hello.
Who's not gonna leave me? Jess.
Thank you.
But I have like this show, I have this podcast, I have all these things. I'm like, why am I? Who cares?
Yep.
And then another revelation. We get back to the hotel room. I'm starting to feel a little bit better. And then we're getting dressed for the wedding, and I'm putting on these pants, and I'm like, ugh, my legs look so fat, blah, blah, blah. And then I think Drew was like, why do you think you're fat? I don't get it. And then I said, well, my legs are my insecurity. And then Riley goes, I don't get it. Like, thick legs are cool. People like that. And I'm like, you like that? And he goes, yeah. And I'm like, he's like, well, that's one of my favorite things. And I'm like, that blew my brain because I've been trying to hide my fat legs from him the whole time.
Look at you.
But they're not fat. They're big.
You got thick legs.
I got a thick
They're
legs.
not fat.
They're thick.
I want to
They're
eat
thick.
it.
What's wrong with that?
By the way, the other night, me and Garrett,
Bravo, Shane. You know what though? I'm glad because you do have a lot of issues, and I feel like sometimes they really fuck with your head. And I'm glad that you've had this revelation, and hopefully you stop giving fucks so much because it's only holding you back.
The closer I get to 30, the more and more of a fuck I give less. That makes no
Remember?
sense.
It's a thing. I'm telling you.
Do you remember the moment where I told you that I felt so ugly and then you started crying?
Oh my God, bitch! Yes. Okay, while we're at the restaurant,
What the hell? You guys are worse than like women, like my friend.
Oh, we go
don't
to the
talk about
bathroom
this
together.
shit. Ay.
But, okay, yeah. Okay,
Bunch of
so
fucking pussies
we're
I'm
drunk.
surrounded
I'm
by.
crying. I'm saying, or I'm not crying yet, but I'm talking about how much I hate my body. And then Drew goes, Drew, say what you said.
I just said that, I don't get it completely the same thing, but I was just like, I call myself ugly every day. Like, I say it in the mirror, like, I think I'm ugly and, like, I'll never be invited to the hot party because I'm so ugly.
Aww.
And then I, like, not drunkenly, like, this was very a sober moment in my drunkenness, started bawling, and I gave him, like, a speech from The Help. I was like, you are
is
not,
kind.
you is beautiful. I was like, you are not ugly. How could you say that? You're so attractive. I would fuck you. I'm just crying.
Rubbing my leg.
Rubbing his cock.
You guys are sad fucks.
But here's the crazy thing. The next day, never mind. That's too dark. I was going to
What?
say what I heard in the bathroom.
What'd you do in the
You
bathroom?
can say it.
So I always knew that Drew was he thought he was ugly or whatever, but I always kind of thought it was like a bit, like maybe like 10%
Plays it
a
up.
bit.
Maybe that
yeah.
it was a bit that I told you that I said it to myself in the mirror.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, that's a bit, like it's funny, whatever. I literally am sitting getting ready in my big pants, and I hear in the bathroom,
First, you hear some shits.
first I hear some,
Nice.
and then I hear him walk to the mirror, and I hear, you're ugly. And I literally was like, Drew! And he's like, oh, I didn't even know I did that. And I was like,
No.
that.
I forgot I wasn't home.
I love that. I
way-
love that you feel at home with me though in Santa Barbara.
Either way, you should turn that around and start telling yourself you're pretty.
That's going to be a few years.
It's
Yeah, I
tough,
don't know.
but
I
that's what
can't
I
do
started
that.
doing because I would look in the mirror back in like a few years ago and just being like, oh girl, like ooh, not today, you know? Wouldn't say
Right.
necessarily I'm ugly, but I wouldn't say I was pretty. But then
Not
like I
today.
started telling myself, you know what, you're pretty. You know what, you're a good person. All the things, your
Right.
revelation shit, and I
Right.
started believing it. Now I don't do that anymore.
Yeah, it is crazy that we focus on dumb shit when like people are dying every single second. You know what I
Right?
mean?
Yeah.
And I
Very
find
dumb.
that like signs from the universe come my way sometimes. Like if I'm really feeling down or just like beaten up or like fucked over or something, like, you know, someone will come by that, you know, maybe in a wheelchair or something. And it's like, you know what, at least I can fucking use my legs today. Like it's like
Right.
humbling. Like, I don't know, you know, like not saying anything bad about in a wheelchair, but like I find that sometimes when I'm like complaining about life, some shit will float my
I
way.
get it. No, I get it. I was watching videos the other night, and I was like, I was feeling better about myself, but there was still an inkling of like, oh, I don't know. And then I saw some video of like a little girl like take her eye out, and I was like, bitch, like I need to chill.
How'd you take
With
her
a
eye out?
scooper?
Like an ice cream scooper?
No, she
a
had, like a
melon
fake,
ball?
she had like a fake eye. She like popped it out. She's like explaining how to like pop out your eyes.
Oh, I
don't
had a
know.
technology
So she
teacher
went
do that in
viral?
7th grade.
I don't feel bad for her.
No, she had like 1,000 views. I don't
Oh.
know how I got there.
Oof.
But she was a queen. And like the fact that she's like chill and happy with her life. I'm like, girl, I need to
Yeah.
chill out.
Moral of
I
the
have an
story,
eye. Come on.
Stop giving fucks
Yeah.
about what other people say. Live
We're
your life,
all
be a good
beautiful. Let's
person.
all say it. We're pretty.
We're
We're
pretty.
pretty. Thick legs, pretty.
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 Now-
Big tits, pretty.
Speaking of pretty, you had a lesbian moment.
I did.
Tell me
Well,
everything.
almost a lesbian moment. So I was on
finish it.
vacation for a week in Florida at Fort Myers Beach, living my life. And I was staying with my friend Sheena, who I met through The Voice when we were roommates. And so Sheena and her wife, Summer, live in a beautiful little beach town, like beautiful house, all that stuff. And like I was just living my teasing lesbian life because like they're very open and very fun. Like, give me that right tit, girl. You know, like
my
all this kind of
God.
shit. I'm like, no, you'll never see it. You know, and like I feel like
That's
even the party that we had at her house after like this concert because she released an album. It's on iTunes. Go look up Sheena Brooke. But like. It was just I was surrounded by lesbians pretty
Did you
much for a
finger
week.
pussy at all?
No, of
Why?
course not.
Your own in the bathroom?
Because I'm not there yet. But it definitely being there and around, just like seeing that doesn't matter who you are or what lover you decide, but that love can be good and partnership can be good. Like I'm still figuring all
You
that
would
out.
be such a good
But
lesbian.
I was like so close, almost once. I gave like a lap dance.
You would be the lesbian that everybody's like, oh, bring Jess, because you'd be like, hey!
Totally.
That lesbian. You know
And
what I
then
mean?
Florida people could not handle it. And I also brought my California weed and they couldn't handle it either. It was pretty funny.
By the way, that is
But-
what the situation is already. She just goes, hey!
Hey,
She
it pretty much is.
That already is.
But I
it's
also have
less
been thinking about it more.
Right, yes.
About lesbian experiences and being
Ooh.
open towards trying
In
it
dreams?
once.
You dream about it?
I actually had my very first
What?
sex dream.
With
it
a
wasn't
girl?
with a girl, it was a guy.
With me?
I've never had a sex dream before, ever. Ever. I think because I'm so closed off and just like
You
I
don't remember
even-
them. They're traumatic.
Maybe, or the one that I had, it was like, it looked like a puppetry of the penis balloon animal in like a
Yeah.
rape scene. But like, other than that, it was very weird.
I
it
hope
was
you're not
very weird.
psychic.
I know, right? But it was like, it was with my like first boyfriend from like third grade, but we were grown-ups
Oh.
now. But the
Okay,
fact that I
good.
even had a sex dream, I feel like I'm
How
really
did you know what he
making
looked like
changes.
now?
I don't know, Facebook?
Yeah.
Oh, so you have seen him.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
No, I was just
it
fucking
wasn't
a
like
third grader.
It wasn't like
Yeah.
a grown man with a third grader head,
I don't know.
which would be very interesting.
Right? No. But I don't know. I think I'm just opening up more and like down that love is love and it doesn't matter where it comes from. Do I think I'm a lesbian? No, but like maybe would I like make out with a lesbian for a minute?
Do
maybe.
you want to
Maybe
go
I'll
to
try
the
it.
club?
I'm like thinking of it as like a bucket list thing. Not like a bucket list thing, but like, it's something I've never done before and I'm 34 and
Right.
it's not very often that I haven't done things now. So it's like, what am
34,
I so
time to
afraid-
whore.
Oh, wow.
That's it.
Shame.
34, time to explore.
Ooh, I like that
Shame.
better. Because I was 34, give me more, but now I like
Oh,
34,
time to
time to
explore.
explore sexually. So bring it.
Bring all of it, like pussy or just titties?
Oh, I still am not ready where like I think I can go in and do it, but like
Right.
I'm open to it like getting done. To
Can't
me.
remember my first time.
I don't know, so we'll see that. But
that.
just love is love and live your life.
Wait, you were on The Voice, but has that season came out yet?
Yeah.
Is it over?
Mhm.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Who won?
I forget.
Isn't that weird that nobody from The Voice is famous?
It
I
is
mean, like Melanie
interesting.
Martinez, like, but she didn't win. Like a few people have like gotten, you
Yeah,
know,
it's
and
not
I
like
love
American
her, but like
Idol.
nobody's become like a huge superstar from winning The Voice.
Yeah, I
right?
feel like it's the contracts and shit like that they kind of prevent them from
Oh.
super thriving. Because I feel like now that once they win The Voice, they want to keep them in that voice realm and put them on the Voice tour or the concert in Vegas or like things like that rather than actually like making them artists.
Interesting.
Adam Levine's on The Voice, right?
Uh-huh. Wow.
Speaking of people who are true artists, Fair Abraham music.
Oh.
Ooh.
Is that her pussy singing? Mm.
Wow. Okay.
Fair Abraham time. Mbappe, boom, baby, boom. Fair
Ooh.
Abraham time. Don't make that face at me. Fuck off.
I liked
I was just
it.
confused.
That felt like an 80s detective movie.
Ooh, it did a little Miami Vicey. All right, so I don't think we've talked about this yet because the last couple episodes we've actually I feel like skipped Time by accident. But remember those two that went to like homecoming together, the Sadie Hawk, and
Yes.
they always use Farrah Abraham
Yes.
to ask each other. Well, they did it again, and this
How?
time it's for prom.
They're still in high school?
Yeah, and this is another dance that they went to, and they go, I'm finally getting up from rock bottom and axing you to prom. Like, take a look at these. They're so cute. Hold on. And I think it's on your computer,
Wait,
too.
are they fans of us or are they just fans of Farrah?
No, they're fans of both, but like us in the show and Farrah Abraham time. And they've used now Farrah Abraham to ask each other to the like school dance for every dance this
No,
year.
I have a serious question about this. This
Yeah.
is adorable. I love it. But number one, At this point, are they just doing it so we're talking about it?
Probably.
Which I'm okay with.
I'm okay
but
with
like,
it.
this is going to be their forever memory. You know what I mean? So it's like, at this point, are they going to ask each other to get married like that?
I don't think they're going to be getting married.
Why?
You don't have that vibe?
I'm not.
I do. Why is she holding a Coke? Oh my God, she's holding a Coke because of the Coke in the Coke
Yes,
seat.
in the butt.
Oh, it
They're
is
so
good.
Oh, I
cute.
like that.
Okay, here's what we should do. We should challenge them.
Oh.
Yeah, because I feel like now it's just getting like they know
They
how to
get
do
it.
it. They get
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
So we need to switch it up.
What
so
else can
what
you get
if,
asked to? Because it's summertime. There's no dances over summertime.
Back to school.
Their first rave. Will you go with me to our first rave?
Maybe homecoming. Like what's?
They already did homecoming. They already did the Sadie Hawkins dance.
Oh, I got a task. Depends on when this is going up. It might have already passed. I was going to say a 4th of July moment.
Ooh.
Okay, I got it. I
Labor
want
Day?
them to do a photo shoot dressing up as Farrah Abraham, holding a sign that says "We love Shane and Friends,"
Yes.
and I will frame it and put it behind me forever.
Yes.
Wow.
Do it. You have been challenged.
What size picture? 5x8?
We tried.
Huge.
Poster. Banner
poster.
size.
Walgreens.
Yes.
Guys, speaking of amazing and icons, I guess, next we have Jeffree Star. I'm really nervous. I'm really excited. This is a big deal. I love him. And we're going to take a quick little pee break. Drew, can you give me a pee break song?
Gotta pee right now or you'll explode. Wow, thank you.
Guys,
What?
guess what?
What?
We got our first sponsor! No, I'm really excited. This is like a big deal.
What is it?
This is like legit because this is like other podcasts that I've listened to. Like they all have sponsors and they're all like, guys, time to give a shout out to our sponsors. And we're like sitting here sponsorless. But today, Me Undies has come through.
Me undies.
Which, by the way, I have used before because I listen to podcasts and they are always being promoted on podcasts. So I have ordered Me Undies and I'm a fan.
Okay.
Because listen, not only are they comfortable, they are the softest underwear you'll ever wear. Drew, how soft do you think your underwear are right now?
Not very soft. It's slimy.
Well, if you want the softest underwear ever, then you got to go to Me Undies. And listen, this is a big deal. They are doing a promotion. Are you ready for this? You will get 20% off your first pair and get free shipping if you go to MeUndies.com/Shane. MeUndies.com/Shane. Okay, now listen, I'm excited. Jess, what do you think this means for us that we have a sponsor? Like, what do you think this means?
Shiver me undies. I don't even know.
I feel like in the future we need to have like a sponsor song.
Oh.
Ooh.
Drew's not by the piano right now because he's covered in slime.
Ooh,
But
I'm an acapella artist
Oh,
as
all right.
well. No.
oh no.
Ooh, me undies, welcome to the sponsor. You gotta get those undies.
No, in all seriousness, guys, please support Me Undies. They are our first sponsor, our first legit sponsor. And it means a lot to me because I know we're an edgy show. I know it's crazy, it's raunchy, it's whatever, and
You might-
sponsors are afraid.
Yeah, you might piss your pants from laughter, and you're gonna need some me undies.
That was everything. Let me tell you a little bit more about these underwear, guys. Listen, they have all kinds of colors and patterns, and they release new limited edition patterns all the time. You've probably heard Jenna and Julian talk about them on their podcast. Julian wears them a lot. I wear them because I want to be just like Julian. And I think next show, we should all put on MeUndies and show them on full screen.
No pants?
No pants.
No pants.
Just your MeUndies.
Okay.
Guys, if you want to join the party, MeUndies.com/Shane. Enjoy the rest of the show. Drew.
Oh. Sensible.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
Okay.
Wow.
Interesting.
That was unique.
That was unique.
Thank you.
I'm hard.
As you should.
As we all are. Hi.
Hi.
Oh my God.
How are you guys?
I'm like trying not to
Fantastic.
be annoying and crazy. I like really am obsessed with you in a weird way.
Fangirling before you got in here.
Literally,
It's like,
because
oh my
you're
God.
like really pretty and it's like crazy. Because like in videos you're pretty, in real life you're like
Is it all filters? People think that.
No.
Like, you must have horrible skin. You're all airbrushed. I'm like,
Uh-huh.
That's a compliment, though. It's like when someone says you're auto-tuned and you're not.
Yeah.
I
True.
mean,
Very true.
no, you look like a walking, like face-tuned picture,
Oh,
but you're
they-
walking. It's crazy.
I have like this hidden orb that follows me. And it's
Yeah.
just like
I see it.
The Lumi light.
Illuminati light.
Ooh, I want to get in on
Ooh.
that.
Someone at the airport asked me yesterday if I was involved with that, and I said, I can't answer that.
What kind of question is that? Who just asks that,
Wait,
though?
was this a TMZ person? Because I saw a video that TMZ came up to you because of I don't remember, but
Of
what?
my Chanel boomerang.
Yeah, okay, so you bought a boomerang.
Yeah.
That was expensive.
Yeah, and the only reason why I think it got heat is because of the price, and it's because it involves me.
Right.
So anything that involves me, it has to be dramatic. I mean, there's boomerangs in Walmart and Target for literally 50
Like
years.
OG boomerang?
No, yeah.
I'm thinking of the
normal-
Instagram shit.
Oh,
like when you're like,
the-
wah, wah, wah,
I know.
wah. Okay. I was like,
A
Chanel made one?
normal bent piece of wood.
Okay.
I bought it at the Chanel boutique, and I bought some tennis rackets. But I Instagrammed the boomerang, and I threw it in my backyard, and it landed on my roof. And it was like a whole funny story. And then everyone got mad. Like, you know, it's the internet. Everyone's always mad.
You are.
It's a fucking boomerang, people.
But no, we're culturally appropriating Aborigine people.
What?
Oh, is that what it is?
What?
I get it. I played lacrosse, and you know that is a really thing about highlight and like,
I'm not kidding. I'm like, I'm done.
It's a boomerang.
Am I culturally appropriating gym people because I always wear elastic pants?
Maybe.
This doesn't even make any
I
sense.
don't know.
Maybe.
I talked about it, and there's so many mixed opinions about it. I just think it's silly. At the end
Mixed
of the day,
opinions about a boomerang?
yes, it's a leisure activity that we've been doing since kids. But I think because it's my name's involved, it's like, oh my god, this is so horrible. So TMZ was following me at the airport. CNN is emailing me. and I'm like,
What?
it's just
What?
I don't understand
For a
why.
boomerang?
Boomerang.
And I'm like, there's so many more crazy things happening on this earth. Like, stop trying to distract
Right?
what's really important with
Yes.
my bullshit because I think it's
Yes.
dumb. Like, I don't want TMZ to follow me asking
I would
about
boomerang
boomerangs.
to him.
That's what I'm
TMZ.
saying.
Yeah.
You should carry that boomerang everywhere you go. So when someone talks shit, you're like, boomerang, bitch. And you just take bitches
No,
out.
because it
Silly.
always comes back.
You
does.
catch it. You know.
Wait, more importantly, can we talk about what you're smoking, that device you have?
This
Explain
is,
how it works.
It's a pure THC wax pen.
My
Okay.
bitch.
So all the THC is extracted from the weed plant, put in this pen, and in my mouth.
Are you sativa or indica lover?
I like both.
Hybrid,
honestly.
little sitch.
Yeah.
Depends on the time of
This
day.
is full sativa.
So the way
Nice.
that thing works, you can smoke that like in the middle of Chipotle and you won't get arrested.
I did
How?
that in the
a lot
airport.
of people think.
in the bathroom.
I'm scared to say this next part, but
Okay.
I smoke this in my seat on the airplane.
I've
in the
heard
air.
of people doing that.
They
Wait,
say no
what?
e-cigs now because I just got off the airplane. They're like, no e-cigs, you can't do that. So I was afraid to do that, but I did in the airport bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
And like,
So wait,
was
how is
nervous.
that legal?
Did you do it
It's
into your
not.
outfit or something? Like,
Yeah, like you know,
like
when
slowly
you're
let
on
it
the-
out. Just like,
I did it a few times in the bathroom, and I
Yeah.
blew it in the hole of the toilet.
me too.
Yeah.
And then if you're in your seat, you can take baby hits and
And
just
just, like,
blow it under your
filter it.
blanket, and it really just disappears instantly.
Because it's
and no one
vapor.
knows.
It's not smoke,
No
it's
one know-
vapor.
yeah. And then 10-hour flight, you're like,
Feeling good.
So are
feeling
you
amazing.
smoking
Yeah,
that
girl.
like, because my brother has one and he's always all day smoking. And I'm like, so are you high? Because I don't understand much about weed.
right.
I'm like, are you high all day?
Some people are.
Yeah.
I'm not.
yeah.
So Jess, are you high all day?
You high right now?
Not right
Yeah,
now.
right
I didn't
now?
hit it yet. Not yet. But there's two different kinds. There's one that has weed and THC in it, and there's also a vape that doesn't have any hallucinogenic, doesn't have any
Yeah, it's
THC
just
at
normal.
all. Just
I have a
normal, like,
problem with
flavors.
cigarettes, right?
Right.
So when you
Smoke
hit that gold piece,
That's
Right.
herb.
what
This is
happens?
Pure herb.
So what does it feel like?
It just like takes away your
Yeah.
anxiety. You feel really calm. Like I'm always anxious. And
I think
have
you
a
would
lot on
actually
my
like
mind.
it.
You would.
It would make me eat though, right?
No, not necessarily.
Depends
Go,
on the
go.
strain.
Yeah, right.
No,
I
that
think
brown.
sleepy weed makes you have the munchies, but
Yeah.
sativa really doesn't.
I'm
for
like
me.
ready to paint the house once I fucking
Really?
hit that sativa. I was like, let's get some
oh,
projects.
Shane, you'd have some ideas.
Yeah.
You think so?
You'd have some
Yeah.
movie ideas.
Should I start smoking
Jeffrey,
weed?
thank you for coming on because I've been trying to get him to at least be okay with the idea of smoking
Okay, let me
weed,
be
and it's
honest.
finally happening because
It opens up your brain even more
Yeah.
and gives you so much. I mean, we're creative
Yeah,
people.
yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It takes you to the next level sometimes.
Right, you've seen those texts I've sent you, like
Yeah.
mid-session
Yeah.
sometimes.
And you can get really deep.
I'm like pitching movies.
Like, we'll
I
s-
did. He's like, yeah,
Yeah.
no. I'm like, sorry, I'm really high right now.
Yeah, you get really cool ideas. Sometimes they're awful. Sometimes they're great.
Yeah.
What's like the best idea video-wise or not, that you've got when you were high?
Ooh, good question.
Oh.
Everyone.
I always smoke, and then I'll create all my shade names for my lipsticks or product names.
Okay.
And I'll just
Mm.
write them all down, and the next morning I'm like, yes, this is amazing.
Do you have a whiteboard or a blackboard? That'd be
No.
cool with.
Just
The
all for-
blackboard. With these nails, we can't do that.
Right.
That's also appropriation.
For teachers. Wait, I have another question about, okay, so your boyfriend, you guys make videos together,
Yeah.
and I was so fucking mad at this one clickbait with the balls.
Which one? Oh.
Where you do your makeup with his balls.
Mhm.
I wanted to see
YouTube
that.
would not
so
allow
fucking-
it.
Wait, someone did that.
Yeah.
On Twitter. And Twitter allows porn. You know, I'm friends with a lot of porn stars. I used to do makeup for porn back in the day. And Twitter allows nudity and all that craziness. But YouTube, you all know it's going to be taken down. And
Right.
I smoke weed in my videos, and now that's not allowed.
Huh.
Right.
Taken down, not allowed.
Age restricted, 18 and
Oh,
older, have to be
wow.
logged in
Yeah.
type of restriction,
Right.
which is
Why
so
didn't you guys do it
weird.
on like XTube?
Pornhub reached out to us and offered us money to do it.
What? Do
Yes,
it.
They did. I don't want to.
Why?
I don't know. To me, I'll tell you why.
Okay.
I'm doing some big collaborations later this year with, big companies in the
Right.
mall, and I just don't
Yeah.
think putting ball sacks is a good look for the
Right.
future. And
Right.
to be really shady, I don't need the money. I don't want
Yeah.
I don't want to put balls on my face and accept cash.
Good for you.
I
Can you
think-
send them my email?
Good for you. Because there's a lot of
So,
people in that
yeah.
position
Farrah
that need that
Abraham
money,
is
you know?
Farrah Abraham is
So I
currently
don't
stealing
want
that.
to do it.
I get it.
Good for
But
you.
they did reach out and offer, and I thought it was flattering. That's a huge corporation. They
How
make
much money would it take for you to let me put my balls on your face?
Whoa.
for free?
Ooh.
Really?
Daddy.
For free?
Well, you didn't say
Do
on
it.
camera. If it was on camera, maybe that's a different story.
There you go.
Right. Okay,
But
on
when this is
camera.
over, plop them
Done.
down.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
They're big.
But only if you hit the
Not
weed.
cute.
I love big nuts.
Really?
My boyfriend's
too.
balls are like 2 pairs.
Make
They're
the vid,
beautiful.
make
So,
the vid.
so it's cute
Yeah.
when like the dick is like a grower and the balls are like a show.
They're so much
The
fun.
balls are always
Yeah.
there.
Okay, great. Thanks. We're good.
I love that.
Okay, great.
Oh, I
But how
love
much would it
balls.
really take? So on camera, and I'm like, I'm gonna put my balls on your face.
Uh-huh.
How much?
I wouldn't do it.
Really? For no amount of money?
No money.
$10 billion.
Don't need it. You can't spend that much.
I'm gonna come.
You really
That's
can't.
beautiful. I love that.
Amen.
Just how much would it take for you?
Same thing. None.
you're like $5,000.
She's like texting you under the table. I'm just
$1.
kidding.
Right? I'm going to say $1.
Let's talk about it when he leaves.
That's so funny. Wait, I have so many questions for you. It's so interesting that, I mean, I've known about you forever. Like, you are one of like the OGs of the internet, and it's so funny that like when all of your drama was going down with, we're not even going to talk about it.
There's a with,
People- with
there's
everybody,
a lot, right?
everybody.
Yeah.
Oh.
People were so like, "Oh my god, this is so shocking. He's a makeup guru," blah. And I'm like, y'all. I literally, my
like-
background on my computer used to be you barfing up Fruit Loops. I'm like, this is not like
Good,
you
Fruit
guys
Loops are
don't
gross.
know.
They don't know.
Which
And
is so interesting.
isn't it weird? How old are you now?
28, 29, almost 29.
31 right here, right?
34.
So, hey. So it's crazy. 16-year-olds don't know about MySpace.
Yeah.
They have no clue.
Oh,
It's weird because I guess my page is still up and you can still find old photos, which is great, but people don't know about it. So I think, now that, I've always had a YouTube channel when I used to do music. It went stagnant for 5 years, forgot the login.
Yeah.
And then I was like, you know what? I want to try to do some beauty stuff for fun. Was never into it. When Michelle Phan and everyone and Candy Johnson were popping, I was like, I'm not into that. The video
Yeah.
thing just wasn't for me. So when I started my company, I was like, you know what? I want to try to do some stuff online. So I re-logged in and restarted it, and it's just been, it's crazy.
Well, it's a complete like redo of your entire everything.
Yeah,
Like you.
so-
So how are you? Happy? I don't know how. I don't want to get too deep. Maybe I am.
Oh,
high.
get deep.
Are you
The
like?
first cut's always the deepest.
Because you started doing music. Because I always
Yeah.
wondered, like, for me, right? Like, my first love is directing. Like, if I'm not directing, I'm not fully happy. So YouTube is great. I love it. I'm blessed. I'm happy. But am I fully happy with it? No, because I want to direct. Are you the same way? Like, you're so successful right now, but are you kind of like inside, like, fuck, I want to bring back the music thing?
You know what's crazy? I started, I graduated when I was 17. I moved to LA on a prayer, and I got my first job ever at the Mac counter at the Beverly Center. So
Nice.
I always loved makeup. I'd always do people's prom makeup and my mom, and I'd practice for hours after school. So when I kind of quit makeup and did music, it was like an 8-year gap of I just missed doing makeup actually.
Oh,
So I really
right.
wanted to come back to my true love, and the music industry is so dark and ugly, and they were not down for me. I mean, it's
Yeah.
it's so cool to see people like Manny and James Charles and all these dudes doing makeup now, but let's rewind to the MySpace
Oh,
days.
yeah.
I'm like, who?
Nobody.
There was no guys in makeup.
No, Chris
Like-
Crocker. That's it.
Right, and that's barely.
Right.
And
Yeah.
he was pretty much, right, exactly.
You know,
He was so,
Exactly.
I was so obsessed with when Chris Crocker was a girl. I don't know what.
I lived for his first videos, and he was just full on just
Oh my
cuckoo.
God.
Like it was genius.
Yeah.
Eat my cornhole.
Yeah.
Yes,
He was great.
for
He
real.
was a
My
fun
cornhole.
guy.
Those are
Ho.
iconic videos.
Oh, I love him.
But
okay,
but
so-
people don't know about MySpace, or I think the old me, and you know, I used to be very punk rock and abrasive and
Yeah.
say the craziest shit to everyone.
Well, that was one of the dramas. I don't keep up with any of it, but one of the dramas was you doing something at Warped Tour or whatever. And I'm like, do you guys literally, if at those shows, people are like, spit on me? Like, they want that. Like,
But
you know what I'm
people
saying?
don't get it now, or
Right.
they also didn't know the other side of it. Like people used to throw bottles full of piss
Ugh.
Yeah.
at the stage and try to fight me and spit on me in a
Yeah.
negative way.
Yeah.
You know, and there's like one video of like me literally just going like this because some girl kept shoving her camera on my face, and it's like, you assaulted her, you're a horrible person. I'm like, I was buying a hot dog and an icy,
Right.
and she wouldn't stop filming me, and it was just annoying.
Right.
Like, let me
But,
get my street
you
meat.
know, people want to find and dig up things and try to
Yeah.
line it all up and make you. It's like editing a reality show. Let's make you
Right,
look
right,
like
right.
the piece of
Yeah.
shit for the day. I don't know.
Right. How did you become that? Like, because I feel like, I mean, I went through it. Like back when I first started YouTube, everybody hated me. It was like there was always something I was doing that was offensive. It was a thing. It's calmed down now, but like, how did you become that target? How did that happen?
That's a good question.
Is it, you know what it is? Is it just people like me
I-
who remember all that stuff, and then those people are just like, "Ooh, we could dig this up." and
Yeah,
people
I
don't
think
know.
a lot of new people are redigging and finding things and
Mhm.
trying to make it relevant now. You know, I'm not 19 anymore. I'm not an angry
Yeah.
little, teenager that's upset at the world. You know, I'm a different person. I'm an adult now, and I just
Yeah.
have a different headspace.
Yeah.
And I think people want me to still be that person. Or when I do lash out and say things online nowadays or defend myself, it's like they try to
Right.
reverse it.
Right. Okay. A question that I tried to find you talking about it on your channel. I don't think you have, so I don't know if you actually don't want to talk about it. But I need to know about the whole thing that happened with. This was like maybe 6 years ago, and I was on my way to edit a video.
Okay.
I was walking, and I went to Twitter or something, and I saw everybody talking about you and Akon, and it was this whole thing. And then I watched like 3 interviews of Akon. So basically, he signed you. He wanted to make you the next Lady Gaga. I already knew who you were. I already knew about your music, and I was
Yep.
like, "Oh, this is going to be a thing." Like because I knew, I was like, "Oh, this is going to be a thing."
Yeah.
What the fuck happened? How did that all go? You said the music industry was dark. Is that
Yeah.
part of like what happened?
I never really talk about it. I'm so down to talk about it now. I think that
Cool.
it's been a few years. It's good to talk about it and share stories. I had done so much on my own independently. I made a few million, spent it all. I had no idea about business sense back in, my
Get it, girl.
MySpace world. Like, I had no idea. And I had done so much independently. I think, in my mind, I had hit the ceiling of this is how much I can do on my own. I'm touring the world. I'm selling out shows on my own. I had a huge merch. I had the #1 merch line in Hot Topic back
Yeah.
in the day. And there was a lot there, but I felt like I wanted to go to the next level. I wanted radio and billboards and
The name and lights.
yeah, and all that stuff. And I felt like I needed to partner with someone and sign to a major label to achieve that. And it was like probably the biggest mistake I ever made.
Really?
Yeah.
I think a lot of people make that mistake too.
So
Yes.
what
So the real
happened?
truth is, I met Akon through the rapper Waka Flocka. His mother used to manage Gucci Man, Nicki Minaj, everybody, and I met her and she introduced me to Akon, and I flew to Atlanta, the whole nine, and it's no offense to him because he's a good person. He's just not good at business.
Right.
He had a hit song and all of a sudden it turned into 20 hit songs and
Mhm.
Grammys, and you're signing Lady Gaga and T-Pain, and I think he just had so much success quickly. He was never a business person.
Right.
He was a street, like trapper that
Right.
got success. So he didn't really know how to handle me. He thought he knew what he was doing, but he was kind of going down a dark path when I signed on, but I didn't know that.
A dark path of like just.
Of just, like,
I'm sure he sold it to you too that he wasn't on a dark path.
course.
Like I'm going to give you this and this is
Yeah.
what we're going to do.
And then
Meanwhile, I was-
everyone's bleeding money and everything's
Yeah.
going downhill, and I had no idea he was being sued. You guys haven't heard any new music from him in how long?
No, I was just looking him
Oh.
up. I'm like, where he been?
He can't release music.
Really?
Oh, really?
It's in a crazy contract, I guess. maybe I shouldn't say any more about that.
Yeah, that's
There might be a
Interesting.
hitman outside.
Wow.
But me and him are cool. You know, we just it just wasn't working out, and my second album never got released.
But did you make a bunch of music?
A lot.
Really?
Yeah, over 2 years.
And was it like radio poppy?
It
Like,
was amazing. Yeah, it was like in that Kesha vein.
are you not allowed to ever release it?
I leaked a lot of it
You did?
for
Good
free.
for
yeah.
you.
Because
Oh my
so many
God.
people were asking about
You
it.
did a
so
song with Nicki Minaj, right?
Yeah,
I
isn't that
found that on
crazy?
YouTube. Is that part of it?
No, that was on my first album ever. I released a lot of EPs and vinyl and cool stuff, and I only released one ever full-length album. Isn't that crazy?
Wow.
And it was through Warner Brothers. And I discovered Nicki on MySpace, and she had a few demos up, and I was like, oh my God, this is so much better than any female rapper I'd really heard. And, you know, I'm in the vein of, like, I love the female rappers.
Like, give me that Lil Kim,
I
Missy
grew up with
Elliott.
Lil
Yeah,
Kim
yeah,
and
me too.
Trina and, you know, lick my coochie
Yeah,
all
yeah,
day
yeah.
long.
Debrat,
Jabrat, everybody.
Left Eye.
Like, you know, I love that
Lisa Letta
dirty
Lopez.
female, like,
Right.
sex lyrics.
Me
Like,
too.
gets me off.
Me too.
So I found her and I hit her up and I was like, oh my God, you're a genius. I feel like you're going to be the next Little Kim or even bigger. And, you know, we hung out, we met, and I had this song. It was called Lollipop Luxury, and it was really dirty. And she's like, let me do a verse for it. I think I paid probably like the lowest amount she's probably ever gotten for a verse.
Right.
And then
God.
a year later, #1.
Oh my God.
So it was cool because
How are you not doing story times? I know you don't really do that, but what the fuck?
I've never really thought
You've
about
Oh,
it.
yeah.
A
you'd
lot
be
of
great.
people
discovered Nicki Minaj.
Right.
You were signed by Akon.
I mean, back in the day, I think she does kind of give props of like, I put her up in a different audience. It was MySpace, it was the young girls and all the gays, and they lived for her.
Right.
And I mean, you know, that was so long. I'm not going to take credit, but I did help boost.
Did you
for
talk
sure.
to her after she blew up? And
Yeah.
really?
We still talk.
Do her makeup. Hello.
Hello.
She's so particular about her makeup. She does it herself a lot of the times. Isn't that
Really?
crazy? If I was at that level, I'd be laying on the couch, like, paint me.
Exactly.
Like,
You know what? That is something that I actually really like about you. Is I feel like, you know, people were giving you shit about the boomerang or whatever, or the Chanel bag when you put a knife in it, which I thought was everything. But it's like you talk about that and you like drone shot a view of your big ass house or whatever. But like you don't make
Shady.
videos where you, which we're gonna talk. But you also like don't brag about the fact that. Like, this is crazy that you haven't talked about this. You discovered Nicki Minaj. You, like, had this crazy music career. Like, you don't brag about it. It's nuts.
yeah.
This is
I
the
just-
hot
I
selling
Bitch, I would
top-
have
hot
10
topic
story
line.
times by now. That's
Yeah.
so
I
good.
know. I don't know. I think if people want to discover it, they can, but I definitely maybe should be a little more open about it in the future because I get asked about it a lot.
Are you going to write a
bet.
book?
I've been, you know, it's
Thinking about
crazy.
it?
Over the last 5 years, I've been writing one slowly. There's a lot of stories.
Yeah, I
Well,
bet.
A lot of rappers' penises have been in my mouth.
Yeah, which ones?
Give us
Give
one.
me chapter
balls?
two.
I'm
What about
so
their
scared.
balls?
Just the balls.
Always the balls.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
In your mouth
If
or
you don't take
in your
the
on
whole
your tongue?
shaft and then lick the underside, I'm not fucking with you.
Wait,
That's a good move.
At the same,
Whole shaft in,
Okay.
tongue under the balls.
Whoa.
you can
got
get
a
the
deep
whole
throat.
dick and then the,
The
tongue
most
out.
I've done is 11 inches.
You are
What?
queen.
Yeah.
Damn.
And you've got the tongue out on the balls after
Yeah.
there's 11
I can't
inches
get
in your
down
throat?
there.
Show that on a
It's
drone.
lot. Yeah.
How do you feel about this move?
Or the Osmo.
I like to like play with the balls with one hand, and then like as sucking, you corkscrew up a little bit
God.
because like
I
I
mean,
don't have the depth. I
that's a
think that you.
classic.
That's a
it's
classic.
a good move,
That's a
right?
classic. That's what it,
I'm like,
Okay.
girl,
I
that's
thought
I do
it
that
was
every
genius.
time.
So do you have any other tips for me while we're here?
That
Right
reminds
now.
me of 40-Year-Old Virgin when he's like, I like to touch the boob. It's like, yeah,
And you're like,
we
that's
know.
how you're
I'm
supposed to
trying
do?
to be more open sexually
love
and
it.
learn new things.
No,
so
babe,
like,
I love
Do you have a
that.
boyfriend or husband?
No,
Okay, great.
Hi.
not yet.
Yeah. Good morning.
Okay, so you're giving a blowjob to a rapper. Give us like one hint and we'll try to guess, and you don't have to say
Yeah, what do
it's
they
them.
say? Are they mean?
Yeah, I picture Ja Rule would be like,
Ja
like
Rule.
Like, hurry up, hurry up.
I would have been down for that one.
hell yeah, Jermaine
A
Dupri.
lot of them, it's, you know, if you ever tell anyone, I will hire someone to kill you. That has been told to me.
Yeah, I get
And
it.
then I got harder,
Oh, I bet.
honestly.
It's always the rude ones
I
that do
bet.
it.
Yeah.
But
I
no, they're
bet.
really sweet. They're just like, I really can't have anyone ever know it would ruin my career.
Yeah.
So I
Right.
feel like if we play the hinting game, I might be executed soon.
I feel like
Oh,
that.
okay, we won't play.
But I feel like nowadays,
I'll
like,
tell you when we're off air.
Yeah.
I'll tell
Okay,
you
good,
if
good.
you'll be shook. But I mean, it's really not that shocking. Most straight guys, and especially in the rapper world, they're just they're horny. They're all
Yeah.
horny.
We've all got guesses.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, I
Come
have
on,
a
Are we
few.
kidding?
Are you the reason for Lemonade happening? Did Jay-Z stick it in your
Oh,
mouth and Beyonce
that
found
seems
out?
like
I feel like
Unbelievable.
Jay-Z's not into.
No.
to
Nah.
that.
He's like at
You know
home
what's weird?
working.
Yeah.
Wait. So okay. Wait. Have you ever?
But my boyfriend has only been with women until me, which trips out a lot of people. But he just had never. He's from a small town in Michigan, and there's no one like me. There's no androgyny characters. There's no T-girls. There's no.
How long have you guys been together?
2.5 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, what do you?
Because you're beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, it's a
You're
lot.
welcome. You are.
Wait,
Like,
what do you
I agree.
consider yourself? Because I don't even. I've just always thought of you as Jeffrey. I don't think of.
I mean, I've had sex with everyone, men, women, every race. I just.
But as far as like gender,
Yeah.
You're-
What do I consider
Yeah.
myself?
because you said T girls, but I'm like, oh, I never thought about that.
what's
yeah.
a T-girl?
It's like trans.
Transgender. Yeah.
I thought it was like bitches that spill all the tea.
It is.
T-girls.
It is.
We're your T.
I mean, I get
girls.
asked that a lot. I always say I'm just Jeffrey. I mean, at the end of the day, I do consider myself, I guess, a male, right? I mean, I don't look like one half the time. But yeah, I love makeup. I love fashion. But I don't want to ever transition. I love my penis.
Mhm.
Right.
It's very nice.
Is there
It's
tattoos on
sparkly.
it?
No,
Ooh,
no
good
tattoos.
question.
No tattoos.
Do you have
on
how
the-
many?
Like over 90, I think.
Oh my
Dicks?
Oh.
I wish.
god. Over 90 dicks.
But yeah, no tattoos on the penis or balls.
Richie the barber on his shirt has a barber pole on his penis.
Yeah.
Tattooed
Who
barber
does?
pole. Richie the
His name is
barber. He's
Richie
a
the
clown.
Barber.
Oh,
remember.
yeah. With he has amazing,
Mhm,
cool
yeah.
tattoos.
Yeah,
I've seen him before.
yeah.
I'm sure it's whole things.
Wait.
Mhm.
Okay. Let's talk about the hair plug situation.
Okay.
You documented this. It was the first time I've ever seen anything about this because I knew hair treatment, whatever it's called, hair surgery existed.
Yeah,
I had
plugs
been
is like
researching.
kind of ancient. That's like the old school. So now they consider this like an organ transplant on yourself because you're taking live donors and you're moving them to a different area.
Whoa.
So you're giving yourself an organ transplant.
So they take hair from the because Manny had this and he told you they take the
They
hair
like
from the
a
back.
inch
Yeah.
strip or
And put it in
something,
the
right?
front.
huge strip, and
Like a
your,
strip
and your
of your
hair.
skin.
You know, you see old people. There's always hair in the back.
Yeah.
That hair is there forever. For some reason, you know, we all have hair loss differently. I've always had a widow's peak. So before, my hairline was like that.
Oh.
So I never liked it. You know, I just didn't like
Wow.
it at all. And I feel like when I was getting older, and I've been bleaching my hair since 8th grade, I'm sure that's not helping. Or
That's
helping.
why I had to go back to brunette, girl.
So yeah, that was the one thing I was insecure about. I mean, and besides my teeth, which I had all redone a few years ago.
Glow up.
Wait,
I
so
wanna
those
do
are
that
the
too.
veneers?
These are actually, not to be shady to other people, but a lot of like YouTubers go to dentists and they get free veneers, right?
No
Which is
way.
What? Is that
yeah,
a thing?
they post
like
about
for-
it. They get
Yeah.
free teeth on the
Bad.
front. Every tooth in my head has been redone, but
Nice.
mine are zirconium crystal, so it's like the next level.
What does that mean?
Wait,
They-
smile,
they-
baby.
Fancy.
Wow.
They like last longer. They're more
Crystals.
luminous and they look more real. A lot of girls on YouTube that are getting these teeth look
Yeah.
like Hillary Duff horse teeth.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
no,
can
before she
tell.
shaved
And
them
it's
down.
awful.
Yeah.
I'm like, I
You can
actually like
tell.
yes before the shave.
Yeah.
And they just don't look good.
Yeah.
Or they'll only do the front, bottom, like 8, and then they smile and it looks like piss in the back.
Right.
So I'm like,
Oh,
oh,
yeah.
So
Me.
yeah, literally,
Right?
actually
it looks
me.
awful. If you can smile
Oh.
and see the shitty ones next to the real, it makes
Like they
them look
laugh.
worse.
and it's like all back there. Yeah, all the fillings.
That's so
all
That's
the
my pet
fillings.
peeve. I hate it.
Yeah.
Wait,
So
so-
these are zirconium crystal, so there's no staining. Veneers over time will stain, and
Right.
in 10 years they're gonna all look like shit. And
So
then-
those don't stain,
allegedly.
allegedly.
We'll
It's been
find
3,
out.
2,
What does
yeah.
it feel like? Okay, so how do they? Is underneath it like a
Like nubs?
crazy
a
weird
nub,
nub?
a nub of my tooth.
They
Yeah.
just-
So there's no
all my
going back.
real teeth were good enough to cap. I didn't need dental implants and removal.
Oh, that's
Right.
good.
So they shaved them all down. It took 2 weeks process,
Oh my
and then
God.
they crowned.
Would
all
you have
of
to wear
them.
like dentures in that 2-week process,
It's
or do you
like
just
a
roll
t-
around
it's
with
like
scary
a temporary, and I had like really bad gums, so I couldn't cement the temporaries in. They put like neosporin, so they're like loose in
teeth?
my
Oh,
mouth.
is that weird?
Oh.
It was horrible.
Did they ever like fall out when you're trying to
Yeah,
talk? Like,
not while I was talking, because it's like
That's
you know,
such a good dream.
You can't
imagine the
suck a dick
gums
like
kind
that.
of like
It is.
stick to it.
yeah, but
But,
like a little squishy.
It was awful.
Ugh.
Yeah. I would take them out and freak people out. 'Cause It looks
Yeah.
like little like 30 like what's that vampire movie like
Schmeagol.
300 Nights or like
Does it hurt?
now
No, like when they were doing all of that, like
Yeah.
when you'd walk
when
around.
Were you
numbing
awake?
when the numbing you're awake but
For
you're-
it, I couldn't handle the noises.
nitrous and edibles.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I would be like, knock me out when I wake up. I want to set a new teeth.
They won't knock you out because they need you awake to move and like
I hate
Oh,
that.
hell
I know.
no.
I'm like, I
I
don't
was
want to
It's
just
the
move.
sounds of
They
it
don't
that
want to
gets
cut.
me.
And then my gums, I had too much gum, so they cauterized some off. So I'm laying there
And
so
you
fucked
smell
up,
it?
and they're like pulling out skin, and it smells like The Walking
Oh
Dead.
my God.
But
Shane, your
in,
face.
In,
He's like,
in hindsight, it's so worth it because I was very insecure about my teeth.
Yeah.
What were wrong with your teeth?
They were chipped, they were broken, and I even had health issues where the teeth in the back were not hitting. They were like this way, so I couldn't
Mine are
chew my
like that.
food properly.
Oh no.
It was awful.
I can't wait to get rich enough to just knock out all my teeth, get new
You
ones.
have good teeth.
No, they're not bad, but like I just like since a kid, I've always wanted just like
Yeah.
just teeth smile. Like,
That's so scary
beautiful.
to me because like, well, I guess you had bad teeth, so like it's
They
an
were really.
improvement.
You can watch like old music videos or old pictures. They're really bad.
Yeah,
I like
Really?
chipped the front with a microphone. They were like really jagged, all pushed in.
at least you chipped it on a microphone.
Exactly.
on a rapper's dick.
hmm
Wait,
It was so
wait,
hard.
Okay,
It was so hard.
so okay, how did you meet your boyfriend? Because if you had only been with girls,
Instagram. Yeah.
tell me how that went down.
Oh yeah, I got a picture of your teeth.
Wait,
Oh my
Just-
God! Show me so I
Just
can
some
so I
like
can
sensible
appreciate them
lower
all.
bottom ones.
Please
Hold
show
on.
me.
I'm going up. I'm getting it up.
I need
Big.
to appreciate
It's
my
coming.
past.
Like, can you
I'm
see
scared
it?
what you're pulling
zoom
up.
in.
Can you see it?
No,
It's
you
not
have
too
to.
bad.
You have to do this.
I don't. It's not a touch screen.
on the mouse
Oh.
pad. Like
oh,
zoom
look
in.
at that.
You better show me before you show him. Oh yeah. Oh.
Just like a sensible bottom.
Yellow, honey.
Doing the
That
tissue
doesn't look
test.
bad to me, but maybe.
Well,
that's
compared
just
to
the
now,
bottom. Well, yeah. I mean, come on.
yes.
But you need to find a picture of the top.
Okay.
That was brutal.
All right, I'm on it.
Did you ever own it?
Yeah.
Just like that's me.
Oh, yeah.
Where the rappers like,
But-
don't show me your teeth.
Oh,
It's-
there she
it's-
is. She cute. She got chipped. She a
Let
little
me see my
chip.
chips.
She a little chip.
The rappers
a
like, give me those
little
chips,
chip.
girl.
Yeah, I mean those are like Scrabble pieces.
She a little chip.
You can play Scrabble. It's like wood chip.
It's not too bad.
I know that mouth. I feel like I have a friend in
Uh-huh.
my life who has
But
that
then you
mouth.
see how you
Might
don't
be
see
me.
the other two teeth?
Yeah,
'Cause they're so
behind.
short.
Yeah.
Sick.
Your
See,
teeth are looking good now,
I
though.
love. They look great. I do love fucked up teeth though. Like
On some people, it looks great.
looks-
I
some
didn't
people
love it
looks
on
good.
me.
Yeah,
Some
I
people it
guess.
gives them
Jewel?
characteristics. Oh,
Yeah.
I love Jewel.
Yeah, I love
can
that
get away with it.
snaggle.
Hi, Jewel.
Hey, girl.
If you're listening, Jewel, hi.
She follows me on Twitter, you guys. It was
What?
just so weird. Yeah.
Why?
Jewel's
How did that
cool, I
happen?
She
think.
lives for me. She
I think
follows me
she's
for a
so
while.
cool.
Who's
Yeah.
the most random celebrity that's reached out to you that's been like, I want to hang out, do my makeup?
I don't think none of them are random. They're all cool people.
Well, but like somebody that you would
I'm trying to
expect.
think.
Clooney?
Ooh.
George Clooney,
I'm trying to think.
like James Corden.
Or someone that you maybe think is stereotypically like not down and then like super down.
Oh,
Have you ever
right.
met Wendy Williams?
No.
Are you a Wendy fan?
I don't really. I think that she just is so aggressive sometimes and says the dumbest shit. It's just.
Yeah.
It's not even comedic or funny.
Right,
It's just annoying.
right.
And then so many people in the gay community, are against her because
Right.
of, I guess, a lot of things from the past, and
Yeah.
she doesn't really support them. So they were furious when she hosted Drag Race
Yeah, that was
on
a thing.
VH1. People were livid.
Yeah, I bet, huh?
And I didn't know about the past, so I did my research. And yeah, I mean, I don't know what. Maybe she did it for the money. Who knows? But I think they could have had anyone host that when I
Right.
picked her.
Have you ever turned? You probably turn down shit all the time, right? Like, are
I
people
do, a lot
always
of the
trying to make
times,
you
yeah.
like a reality
Yes,
show?
a lot. Recently, me and Manny and a few other YouTubers that do makeup were asked to do a show, and we started the process for fun to test the waters. And it was just, they just wanted the childish drama, and I just didn't want to be a part of it. So I said no, and they were really mad.
Really?
Yeah.
And so, what would that even like a show like where you guys were going to give makeovers to
Like
people?
O2L?
No,
in
it
the
was
house?
like our lives, and can I say? No, I can't say the name. They'll be so mad. All these NDAs, don't you hate
Yeah,
it?
right.
It's annoying. Basically, it follows our lives and our journeys and like our empires. Like, I'm doing the makeup brand. Manny has his channel and he's starting a brand. Laura's doing this and Patrick's doing this, and we're all friends and we're all doing our own thing. And how do we make our empires, and how do we, all the trips and the
Right.
drama. And
You
it's
should
just-
have all the drama channels write it for you.
exactly.
Mhm.
Drama channels are like such a big thing now. It's bizarre.
I don't. I mean, I understand. I don't watch it. I know about most of them by now because like they always pop up and recommended.
Always on the recommended.
always
I
there.
stopped
Next.
watching because it's the same regurgitated shit about me. It's
Right.
never anything new or exciting. It's like Jeffrey said this 12 years ago. Let's keep
And
hating
it's
him.
too long.
It's
It's,
so
always
boring.
45
long,
minutes.
45 minutes long.
Yeah.
Who has time for that? And they're all annoying. And I just
Me,
don't
but I'm
get,
not watching it.
I don't. I just don't get sitting at home and being obsessed with people that are doing something great and just trying to tear them down
Yeah.
for months and months and months. I just think that's a little disturbing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess the way I started thinking about it, because I thought the same thing, but I'm like, you know what? Like, the way that we used to watch like E! News when I was a kid, I would watch all these shows and talk about celebrities. But like I guess like YouTubers are the new celebrity, which is like weird to wrap our brains around, but
Right.
it is. Like
No, it is.
you're more
Yeah,
famous
yeah.
than like to teenagers. I think you are more famous than like whoever the fuck is on
Yeah.
some teen show.
To that demographic, absolutely.
TV is
So
definitely
interesting.
changing. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
And I even told this network, I said, my channel gets more views than your network. And they were
It's
livid.
true, though.
It's true. I'm
Where's
like,
my
Yeah,
I have
well, and a lot of these networks are run by old dudes that don't know this industry now, like the YouTube
give me
world
some
and all
sound
that.
effects,
I'm
baby.
trying to find my do 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 do. Oh wait.
Your air horn?
It's like
This
you're
is
trying to fix a
broken.
car.
Drew,
Yeah, right?
Drew, give me a do.
Like, give me an air horn.
You know what I mean.
Oh,
I used to have this like
Right.
It's like a horn.
But I mean, and that's real. Like they're spending all this money on advertising and all these things, and I'm like, the money was awful.
Right.
I'm like, I'm not per episode. It was a joke.
It was a joke, yeah.
And then I went to their, I googled their
That's
highest.
one tooth.
That's one.
Yeah,
tooth.
right? That's what you say next
I think it
time.
was like 3 teeth an episode.
Yeah.
And that's just not good enough for me.
I need a
But-
mouth.
And they were mad that I said that, but you know what? It's true though. I wasn't
is.
trying
Say
to be
that.
awful. I was just spitting the facts.
Right. Well, no, that's how it is with TV. It's very crazy, and they don't understand. People don't understand YouTube either. How it is a business.
don't.
They really don't.
I think they're starting,
starting
to,
to.
as our age, are
Yeah.
starting to get in higher positions in TV production. I think they're starting to
Right.
experiment with that crossover. But even then, I just think the higher ups are just
I don't
like,
know.
that's not how this works.
I had a
No,
meeting
you know?
with a pretty high up place, and they literally said to me about a TV show. They literally were like, "So how do you make money though? Like, is it like?" And I'm like, "It's you. You still don't know.
They still don't. How do they still
YouTube?
not get it?
Like-
so simple.
It's so simple."
I get it. And I don't even know
Anyways.
any of this shit.
Wait, makeup. So you have all these makeup companies. Do you literally have like a warehouse? Like, I'm trying to visualize this. Like a warehouse? Is there like workers? Are you like the boss?
Oh, yeah.
So I started the brand, right?
Mhm.
And then I also created and bought my own fulfillment center.
Okay.
So I bought this old building that Staples had owned for 10 years, and they were like trying to move. So I took it over, and I created my own fulfillment center. So I make money off my own shipping, and I control everything. And I also ship other brands that I can't name. I mean, it's literally like a fulfillment center like Amazon.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, that's so cool.
And I also
How many
still-
employees you have? That's
Oh
so
my
cool.
God.
Look at you,
Two-
business owner.
Yeah, 2 years ago, it was me and 2 friends helping me ship, and it's just turned into this crazy giant. And I'm still affiliated with the music world. I ship for a lot of bands, T-shirts, vinyl, CDs, record, launches. We ship a lot of bands like Korn and rappers like Lil Dicky. Like I have my hands in
Oh,
I
everything.
like
wow.
Little Dicky a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He's amazing.
I love
By the
Dicky.
way, I sent a demo to Popsicle or Lollipop, whatever
Popsicle
records
Music?
back in 2008.
Did you really?
So
For
search
real,
through
for
your
real?
email.
Stop.
I wanted to be. I was like, it was like back when I just started YouTube, and I was like,
can't breathe.
I think I'm gonna make music, and I like got a free royalty free track online
Yes.
somewhere,
Yep.
and then I like sang to it.
I need that.
I know.
I know.
You gotta
Okay.
find it.
Can I
All
hear
the
that?
social warriors,
It was
do your
really
job.
bad.
Get out there and get it. Find it.
So I'm still waiting on my reply.
Oh, that's so funny.
Wait, so you have 100 employees? What does that even mean? And is that all? Okay, like for me, right? I have like my mom, and I have people in my life that depend on me, bills, all this stuff, and it's like
Right.
a little overwhelming. I can't imagine having
payroll.
100 people. Are they
Yeah.
all on your?
On my back, yeah.
That's nuts.
So it's like, there's a customer service section. There's the warehouse people that ship the makeup all day. There's graphic designers. So I have like a whole in-house
Marketing
team
and
now, a
stuff.
whole pink palette.
But you don't have to like answer all their calls or anything.
No.
But the money so the way that they get paid though is through like the money you're making on
Clock in, bitch.
the makeup.
Yes.
So it's like you're making enough money on that makeup to pay 100 people.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
fucking nuts.
That's crazy.
Well, it's smart that you're shipping other people's stuff.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah.
That makes you're
Because
a
we
shipper.
had such
You're
a big
FedEx.
facility. It's like I wanted to start getting more clients, and now there's even like people that are making brands right now, or they're about to. I'm gonna help them
So
out.
check
and
it.
ship.
I got a real good idea. So I got real high yesterday, and I discovered glass markers, and I started making like mason jars. I just started drawing, but they look like kind of like church windows. Can you?
What?
Can I? If I make
What do you
them,
mean
will you
glass
ship them
markers?
out?
I'm very confused.
I went to the Dollar Tree, and there's these markers that you can like draw on glass with, permanent, so you can
Okay.
like wash them and all that
Right.
stuff. And I just started being fuck around. They came out looking like a stained glass church
So
window. You
you-
put an LED candle in that, boom!
So
I'm gonna
you-
sell that shit on Etsy, but I'm gonna have you fulfill it.
You want to
Come
ship?
on, Etsy.
You want to ship? Cut to 2 years. She
Orders.
has 500 employees
Millions.
selling these
They're all
ugly
glass
candles.
everywhere.
I'd be like, yo, you want to come to my fulfillment
She
center?
buys the Dollar Tree empire.
I live at the Dollar Tree.
Who owns the Dollar Tree?
I do. No, I
Right.
know.
I kinda wanna
We gotta
know.
figure that out
We-
because I fucking love the Dollar
Are you
Tree.
going to do, because you did makeup with Manny,
Yep.
are you going to like start doing that where you like take all, because all these YouTubers, I don't know anything about the makeup industry. Like I watch you because you're very pretty and interesting, but like besides that, I don't know that much about the makeup world. But like I see all the YouTubers doing makeup with like stores and stuff. But I'm
Or even
in
like
my-
all the collaborations.
yeah, and in my head I'm like they can't be making that much money because these collaboration people probably aren't paying that much. Have you thought about just taking all those people and being like, let's get all these YouTube girls and like we'll all
Some of them don't have good business sense, I've learned. So, you know, when I started doing the YouTube thing, I started to meet all these people like Manny and everyone. And he is really smart with business, but there's a lot of them that aren't, and they just don't get it. And they all mismanage their money. There's one YouTuber I just went on a trip with, and she confided that she hasn't paid taxes in 3 years. And I was like,
Oh my god.
Bitch, they gonna get you. They gonna get you, girl.
I
They
bet
gonna
a lot
find
more
you,
of them have
queen.
I've heard that from YouTubers too.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
I don't know how to do it, and I'm like,
Oh my
what,
god,
so you never thought to
girl.
Google it or research or
Like,
call
you're
someone?
gonna get
Like
arrested.
they gonna get you, girl.
Yeah, Wesley
my
Snipes. They're about to go right into jail.
He's
so I
still
don't-
in there,
Oh my
isn't he?
No, he's
God.
out.
Oh, he got out?
He filmed a movie.
wait,
Oh,
this
that's
YouTube.
They're
What's that
replacing
movie
him
with
with this
Arnold
YouTuber.
Schwarzenegger? He filmed that like what is that with all the not superheroes? But
Oh,
like,
Expendables.
Expendables.
Oh,
I don't know
yeah,
why
well,
I know
okay.
that.
The like army. Yeah.
Come through straight.
Daddies.
Okay, wait.
So a lot of these YouTubers are collabing with brands, right? Like I recently just exposed the whole Too Faced Nikki Tutorials thing, where she really only got $50K to do this huge collab with the brand, and they were in Sephora and Ulta, and they made like $10 million off of her, and she got nothing.
Wow.
Not that $50K isn't nothing, but in her country, in
Compared
the
to this, yeah.
Netherlands,
That's nothing. About
I
$10 million.
googled the taxes, and they take out 52%. So she made about $25K, and Too Faced made $10 million.
Oh my god.
And did they respond to your video?
No, they've been told to be silent.
Oh.
I mean, they've definitely
Has
shaded
she
me.
said anything?
She can't.
Is she happy that you said something? She can't say.
I can't confirm or deny that.
Well, I would be, because I feel like that's like
It's horrible.
That's
And a lot of
horrible.
people in the makeup, like behind the scenes, are like so devastated and horrified that I exposed it. But I think that the audience in YouTube and all these, I mean, we're talking about millions of views now. This isn't some little thing we're doing, where 10 people are watching. It's like, if you're invested into this world and you know everything and you're supporting all these brands, you should know who you're supporting.
right.
And
So
the business
Too Faced
practices
freaked
behind
out,
it.
and they're obviously they're angry because the truth is exposed.
Right.
And instead of making a statement, they decided to just shade me and start liking all these comments on Instagram calling me ugly, and I'm like,
What?
it's very childish.
That's just a business owner.
I
Like,
know.
why would you?
And no offense, I'm not,
do that to your brand?
someone's going to say I'm age shaming. The owner is over 45 years old, and you're like liking comments calling me ugly and dumb. It's so
Like high school.
juvenile.
Yeah.
It's so two-faced.
Oh.
So that was the latest scandal, and people really understood where I was coming from, because I felt like it was important to show what's really going on. And Nikki can't say anything; she has to stay silent. So
Do you think that'll affect you in the future with future deals and stuff like that?
It already has.
Oh, really? Yeah.
But you'll make more money on your own. Anytime I've ever done merchandise anywhere, I've always been like, how come I'm not making money? And they're selling a shit ton. And I'm like, where's that money though? Like, that's why I just don't do
You're
it.
right. So, like when me and Manny collabed, he made a lot of money because I'm very fair, and we did an amazing fair deal.
Yeah.
So a lot of these YouTubers are doing brand deals, or they're collabing, and I don't think the business is in order.
Right.
So
Get yourself to community college, take some classes.
I know. Well, I always think about, like, in high school, maybe they should have taught us how to do our taxes or do our checkbook instead of, learning about Christopher Columbus, because that ain't doing shit for me right now.
Yeah, I can't balance.
That was a nice
finance.
history lesson. No offense to America.
Think about what, a Nina Pinta, Santa
don't-
Maria. That's about it. That's all I remember.
So it's interesting, but I think a lot of people forget that I run my own business, and I'm so hands-on because I am this quirky, crazy person online. And I'm a guy in makeup. I think sometimes I don't get taken serious, or they think I'm just sitting around playing with makeup like I'm 12 all day, and I'm really, in the office by 8 a.m. every day, and I'm doing a lot of work. And
You don't have
paperwork
100
and-
employees by not doing shit.
Exactly.
And not being
I
so
love it.
Let
Like,
people think what they want, but
I want you to like step on my face and tell me I'm not doing enough. Like that's what I want. You know what I mean? Like I just want that.
Do it.
Guys, okay, we have a treat. So one of our show regulars, his name is Brian. We call him Brian the Barista. He works at a coffee shop we can't name. He always comes in and makes his fun drinks. He texted me today when he found out you were coming. He's like, oh my God, I'm like Jeffrey's biggest fan. Tell him I said, hi or whatever. And I'm like, bitch, come on the show and do trivia.
Okay.
And I want to test to see if that was bullshit or not. So
Okay.
bring out Brian the Barista.
Welcome back,
Where's Mr. Brian?
Get in here.
Hi,
honey. Yes.
I love making dreams come true.
Yes.
Hi,
Come in,
Brian.
come
Brian,
in.
you got a green string on your arm. Take that off, boo.
Oh,
Yeah, you're fucking things up.
There you go. There you
Quick thing, Brian. How is it going? What's the new Frappuccino? What's the struggle? Is it real?
I mean, there's really no struggle. It's just another day.
Right. There's no
Another-
like new mermaid, new dragon frap.
No,
Dragon
not
frap.
that I know of.
Right. If we would have had time to prepare this, if I would have known you were Jeffrey, one of Jeffrey's stars,
A fanatic, yeah.
I would have had you make a Jeffrey frap. But I didn't have time. And that would have been everything.
Something pink and like
Pink and
shimmery.
white.
And fun with pearls.
Yes.
Teeth.
Okay.
Of course.
Marshmallows as teeth.
Now, Brian, you said you're a huge fan.
Well, I mean,
Oh, now you're backing down.
no. I watched you for 3 years.
Okay.
3 years, yeah.
Cool.
So you're not as big as a fan as I am because like you didn't know about
I'm not.
MySpace.
Well, like with all YouTubers, I'm not like
He's like,
I'm not like crazy. You know, like one of those.
You're trying to
crazy
play
fans.
it cool.
Yeah, I'm not like.
I love it. He's like, yeah.
But like when I
He's like,
no,
yeah.
no, like but when I was sitting back there with you, I was like, oh my god, Jeffrey. But like I was like trying to be cool and everything.
I know.
But
I know. I saw
yeah.
your face when Brian walks up to me and then I see Jeffrey behind him and I just see Brian go because he could just feel the presence.
Oh yeah, definitely.
feel the
That's the
aura.
vibe.
Right. Okay. So I'm going to ask a few questions and we're going to see if you know the answers. And I'm going to start
Right.
easy. I'm going to start easy.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
All right.
Okay.
Who
I'm scared.
is Jeffrey's best friend on
Manny.
YouTube? That was fast.
Whoa.
They don't even need,
You
you know,
gotta
it's not
finish
playing
the
around.
question.
What is Jeffrey's boyfriend's name?
Nate.
Yep.
Okay. All right. All right. Good.
2 for 2.
No second guess. You know
Okay,
it.
all right.
Yep. Uh-oh.
Name at least one of Jeffrey's dogs.
Ooh, Daddy.
Yes, Daddy.
Wait, really?
Did I
I
get
don't
that
have
right?
that on the list.
Secret.
Oh,
I have
shame.
Diva, Diamond, and Delicious.
Oh.
And
Ooh,
Daddy
okay,
is
Diva.
me and Nathan's fourth dog.
You have 4 dogs.
Yep.
You have 4 dogs.
Me and I had Diva and Diamond before him for like 8 years now, and then Delicious and Daddy are our new babies.
Are you cleaning up all their shit? Who's cleaning up
Yeah.
their shit? Do you have a shit cleaner person?
Employee number 4.
I
don't-
need
I don't
the
wanna-
number.
I have someone that helps take care of the whole house.
You have a
I don't want to call them the
in-person-
shit cleaner because they're so amazing, but I do have a.
That's a drama gem.
Yeah.
I have a
funny.
housekeeper, a trainer, and a chef.
And a shit
in the
cleaner.
house.
Yes.
all the time.
No.
Oh.
Half part time.
Okay.
Wait, so
Yeah.
you have like one person that live? Where do they live in the house? I feel like that would be awkward.
They don't
They all
live. They
share a
live
room.
close by, and she works with a family I can't name
Okay.
in the same neighborhood, and then she works for me as well. So she'll, do the dishes, clean everything. I mean, cleaning's awful.
I hate
Right.
it.
I spent my life scrubbing toilets and cleaning, and
I
my
can't.
mom would make me do chores, or she'd take my makeup away. So I'm well versed in scrubbing toilets with Comet and gloves on.
Right?
Wait, so do
The
you have a
yellow
trainer
ones?
come to your house?
Yeah, he comes 4 times a week.
And do you have stuff there? Like you have
Yeah,
like
I have,
a whole
I have
gym?
built a gym in,
my
in
God.
one of the rooms. Yeah.
Fun.
So it's cool. I love
When
it.
are we coming
Exercise
over?
is good. It's just it's hard when you have such a crazy schedule. It's so hard to have a routine.
Yeah.
Have
That's
you
my
not done a house
problem.
tour?
I'm scared.
Oh, because then you'll show everybody what you
Yeah,
have.
and I
Too much. Too personal.
people
in a
might
way.
be shook by it all. No, I mean,
I mean,
I mean,
I'm
so-
ready. Shake me up.
I
seen
was
you boomer.
quaking when I walked in. No.
Also for for privacy reasons. Not that I mean, you never know. It's like you're literally giving people a layout
You're showing them
to
where
rob
everything
you.
is. Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I do have purse closets, and all the jewelry has fingerprint access, and that's very crazy because people are
Damn.
psychotic nowadays.
When did you build this empire of like? Because you've been very successful on YouTube for a couple years, but like, so is that all money from like the like makeup shit? Like, how do you?
So YouTube I've been doing. Obviously, I've had a channel for a long time, right? It went dead. I had 100,000 subscribers
Mhm.
when I disappeared from music. So December. So it's been about a year and 5 months, 6 months since I started beauty. And YouTube is my lowest form of income.
That's what I was gonna say. Because I'm like, there's no way you're making enough to get fingerprint scanners. In your
Yeah.
house.
But YouTube is still. I mean, that it's a lot of money
It's a
still
lot of- yeah.
to an average person.
Right.
But the
right.
brand is
the makeup
the
is what's giving
multi-million
money.
dollar.
what stores are
empire.
you in?
None.
Are you in stores yet?
I have denied
Well,
all retail.
Yeah, stores is how you lose
Oh.
money, right? Because you have to fucking.
If you're somebody that, let's say you want to create a line and you're like just your neighbor you would want retail to be in front of an audience. But when you already have your own built-in audience,
That's
you don't
bigger
need
than the
them.
networks.
So
and the
right now,
retailer, yeah.
me and Kylie are killing the makeup game, and it's all e-commerce.
Wait, are you friends with her? What's going
Yeah,
on?
we're acquaintances.
Do you remember
now.
what she used to look like?
Doesn't
Shade.
no,
The
no,
No, but
shade.
don't I look like her?
No, doesn't that
I
look like-
Kylie pre-Kylie?
That's what we always
Now
say.
that you
my
say
thing.
it, you kind of do. I'm
Yeah.
freaking out.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I
it's
mean,
weird,
for
right?
sure. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah, we're cool now. We went and bought Birkins the other day at Rodeo.
Bags or stocks?
Oh.
The
But
bag.
she's a
okay.
child. You
Yes.
can't hang out with that.
She's 20 now.
I can't. Oh, I guess you're 20 like her.
You have.
But you're mature. I feel like Kylie's a child. She's a baby. I feel so old when I hang out with young people. I'm like, I got.
Yeah, I mean, I think she grew up obviously a lot quicker than the average
That's true.
person. But yeah,
you met
so you know,
Caitlyn?
I've never met her.
Are you doing Caitlyn's lipstick?
No, Mac did Caitlin's
I
lipstick.
know. Whew.
Did it sell? Huh. Okay. I don't know. This is gonna come back to haunt me. You're reading Caitlyn.
You're transphobic.
Whatever.
No, everybody hates. We're all on the same page with Caitlyn.
Her own family hates her. Next.
Literally.
She
Okay.
hates herself.
That's dark.
Here's a true or false question. True or false? I'm making it semi-easy because I feel like you're not crazy, so you might not know these.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
Okay. True or false? Jeffrey has a tattoo of Anna Nicole Smith on one of his butt cheeks.
Ooh, I'm gonna say true. Oh, sorry, that's not my game.
Yeah, Jesse.
My
Gosh.
bad.
False?
True.
Damn.
You
You
got
have
90
Anna Nicole
of
Smith
them.
on your butt?
Want to see it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
really
shaking.
cute.
I'm quaking.
Oh, R.I.P. By the way.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh.
She is.
Just a sensible right
And
cheek.
then I have Kurt Cobain right next to her.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Wait, who
they're
did
both
that
in
one? Wait.
heaven.
I
I
just have
know.
scars.
Wait, who did all of them?
This was a girl that did this in Norway, and
Okay.
then Kat Von D did most of my
Okay,
tattoos.
that's what I thought. Yeah.
Yeah, even though me and
Kat
that
Von D,
dumb
yeah.
whore aren't friends anymore, I still
Yeah.
appreciate her artwork.
Oh my god. Shit. Is that like hard for you to look at her artwork on your body forever and you're
no,
like,
I mean,
dumb
when
whore?
you're friends with someone for 10 years, you have so many amazing memories. You know, and she got jealous and weird and tried to backstab me in front of the internet and failed, and I'm still here.
And
so
that was all because I
Yes.
couldn't make it through both of those videos. They were very long.
They were very. I didn't want to fucking
Hers
film
was
it.
very long.
So long.
So I don't know exactly what
The
happened.
problem is basically, I mean, 10 years is a long time, right? I was really her only friend that stayed through all the drama, all the exes, all the crazy fiancés, all the TV drama, everything. And I got shit on at the end, which that's life. And as soon as my company started to take off, she got weird, and I don't know why. But
jealous or something.
I mean, you know, remember Sephora owns her brand. She's exclusive. She makes probably like 16% profit, and I make 100. Not that I don't know why money would be a factor, but she really started to get weird once my
No,
like,
that resentment
once
builds
the
up.
line
Absolutely.
really blew up. And then, you know, I did make a similar product, a liquid lipstick, and I perfected the formula better than her and my competitors, and it just got really weird.
Wow.
Sadly. But I love the artwork she's done on me. I have over, 50 portraits. My whole body's covered. She did a lot of them, and I love it. I mean, she's an amazing tattooer. Horrible friend, but a great artist.
There you go.
So you haven't talked to her since that all went down?
No.
She didn't even say. That's so interesting.
It's bizarre. It was really, it's
so
still,
public.
because it was last year, it's been about, 11 months now. It was very bizarre to wake up and see someone that you had loved and cared about and done so many things with just put an X over your face and try to but it's funny because it was when all the drama channels really started to come for me and I started to get really big, and she thought she would probably piggyback and
Oh, totally.
let it ride the wave, and it backfired on her. And I mean, her video was ridiculous. She was scratching and
So
sweating, and
childish.
she looked like she was just trying to grasp
Really?
for a lie.
Her show got canceled and stuff, right? Yeah. Didn't she have like tattooed ink?
Yeah, no, she had one of the #1 shows on TLC. It was actually no shade to her. It was her choice to stop doing
Oh.
it. They wanted to continue and make it more dramatic and crazy, and she didn't stand by it.
Mm-hmm.
So I do agree that was a smart choice. And it's sad how it all ended.
Wow.
But yeah, obviously every day I sit on the toilet or look in the mirror, I
Right.
stare at her art, and it doesn't bother me at all.
That's so interesting.
Me
I can't-
neither.
Because I've had I've lost so many friends over everybody loses friends.
Yes.
I can't imagine looking down and seeing a drawing they did. But I guess you disconnected.
Yeah, I really don't think, when I look at my body, I don't really think of her all the time.
Wow.
But yeah.
Interesting.
Come
all right,
on, truth
one
or false
more.
led to that.
Yeah,
I know, right?
Wow.
What the hell do we start here? What's the game again?
What's the next question?
Okay.
Wow. Last one. How much did Jeffrey's famous Chanel boomerang that he bought and posted on Instagram, how much did it cost?
10K?
Is that true?
No, it was only 1,300.
Oh, I was going to say
Okay.
$10,000. No
Oh.
wonder.
I'm sorry.
No wonder
like-
they all hate me.
I was like,
Yeah,
now I
right.
get it, girl. Half a tooth.
And then the purse I saw it in. I'm like, 5.
Wait,
5
the
teeth.
purse that you cut, the $5,000, it's so funny that people got so mad about that. But like,
Isn't it bizarre?
in my head, I mean, I guess I get it because it's expensive, but in my head, I'm like, you probably literally have like 500,000 purses, like, which is what they probably should be more upset about. Like, he has like $500 million
Yeah, right?
worth of purses.
Well, here's the
versus-
thing. People don't get upset until they hear a price, right?
Right.
Like, I just showed off this LED Chanel bag. No one knows the price. So they're, oh, it's so amazing. But if they heard it, they'd probably try to
Throw
come for
shade.
me.
How much is your purse right there?
This one.
Can I want to guess. I don't know
okay,
anything.
So this is a Barbie 25-centimeter Birkin.
Oh.
Birkin, I know that name for some reason.
Birkin bags are nice.
They're expensive? Okay.
Yeah.
35.
How about a nice Birkin bag?
Drew, 35,000.
I don't know.
Not that.
I'm gonna say
Shady.
$4,500. Is that a lot for a purse? I don't know.
Not a Birkin. I'm
This
gonna go 22.
This one was 19,000.
I was close.
Wow.
Oh, wait.
Well, I mean,
That's not, that was the wrong.
I mean,
that was my funeral because I'm dead. Wait, 40.
that's typical.
By 22, I meant $2,000.
Oh, you meant 2,000?
2,200.
Yeah.
19.
Now, the cool thing about
$1,000?
Birkins
Excuse me,
is
I'll be right back. Just gonna grab that and run and never
these
come back.
hold value, so they actually hold value better than a lot of stock, and they triple in value, they quadruple in value because there's so few made. You know, a normal person can't walk into the store and buy one. They're all either made to order, or when they get them in, they call it the client list. So you'll never see one on the floor.
Right.
Does it feel like when you hold it? Do you feel different?
It's constructed. Oh, you mean me as a person?
Absolutely.
I mean, I think when I got my very first one, I was like, wow, like this is so crazy. I mean, Sex and the City had a whole episode dedicated to trying to find one.
Right.
And it's like that. You know, I'm so into fashion, so people that aren't into it think it's stupid. Like, why would you pay that much money? That's a car. You know, and to me, I love collecting. I'm just obsessed with fashion. So when I got my first one, I felt like, you know, the queen of the world. Wow.
And they last long too.
Yeah.
How they're made.
They're constructed to last a long time.
But you
So-
don't hold it. But you would never like wear that for that long, right? Because is the whole thing about fashion
You
too,
know,
that
I'm not
you
wearing this that long.
you get rid of it.
Back
like,
in the
after-
closet with the keypad.
You put it in the closet, and then me and Nate are the only ones that see how sickening the collection is.
Beautiful. It's amazing.
Guys, this has been an incredible show. Thank you, Jeffrey.
Thanks for having me.
I'm like
You're
enamored.
Thank you,
fantastic.
Shane. Jeez.
Brian.
Thanks,
Thank
Brian,
you.
for coming
Is this like a
on.
Make-A-Wish moment?
Oh
mean-
my god!
Yeah.
I did make a wish last year.
What happened?
Some
You got
girl-
sick?
Girl.
Someone else got sick. Was your Make-A-Wish? We did that not too long ago.
Yeah, this amazing girl wanted to meet me and spend the day with me and go makeup shopping.
I love
So it was
that.
really cool. It was awesome.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
what
love that.
happened? Like, did you for fun? Like, it wasn't a video. It was just like for real life.
It was for them. Like they had reached out to me, like, "Hey, are you down to do this?" And I said, "Of course, that'd be so cool."
That's awesome.
But we didn't film it. I don't
Oh.
even think I was really doing YouTube that much.
Interesting.
You
I
can
think-
make a wish and not film it, you know?
So on the way here, everyone is dying for me to do your makeup.
Okay. Can I just say one thing?
You've had your makeup done before, right?
Yeah,
Full glam?
Not great like that. But let me just say, I have this year turned down every single collab, and the only reason is because I feel fat right now, and I hate my life, and I hate my body. But I'm getting better.
You can contour
But
you.
your videos, I would do because, bitch, your angle is close.
I got
It's not full body.
and we
It's
have 20
face.
beauty lights.
There
it's
is
face,
lighting.
it's- yeah.
It is face
Do it.
tuned. Like that's a collab I would
Yes.
wish for.
Do
Make a
it.
wish.
It's every YouTuber's
for.
dream.
That's my dream.
I do
So
have,
whenever
I have
you
an
want
8-foot
it,
hair light. I got you.
whenever you want, I'm there.
Do it.
Make me a different person.
Would that
Do
be so
it.
fun?
Yes.
We'll put a full pink wig. The whole
But
Oh.
good
Do it.
luck, because he don't like shit on his face.
Take my eyebrows off.
Oh, would you ever shave them? Have you ever?
No. Oh, that's too scary. I need them. You know what I mean?
I'm wearing no brows today except
Yeah.
highlight. I've been doing highlighter for brows the last few weeks.
But they don't. They
It's
look. It looks
liberating.
good. Like I thought, Whoopi Goldberg was the only person that
I
could pull off
live
no
for her.
eyebrows.
I didn't know
but
she didn't have eyebrows.
Yeah.
Sister Act 2, Back in the Habit, no
Right,
brows.
No brows.
Jesus.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, that was a fun show. Check out Jeffree Star everywhere. Brian the Barista, go find him at your local coffee shop. And before we go, if you want to see Drew's wrap-up song, remember you have to go to fullscreen.com. All right, Drew. Drew, every episode does a song based on the guest.
Oh.
He improvises
Okay.
throughout the show. So now Drew is going to take it away. Bye.
Bye.